to this week's programming. This week's going to be pretty exciting. It's going to be something that we haven't done in a while. And we're actually going to participate in one of the CrossFit online events that they got coming up. I know I've already spoken to one other person in the gym. I know we got a lot of people in there, and it's only speaking to one. But they said they signed up for the Everyday Hero workouts. And I know that's something that I should probably do, and I ended up doing myself. And then I was looking at the workouts, and the workouts really do fit into what we're doing currently. Carson's playing a basketball game in the background, or Chandler's playing a basketball game in the background. But so we're going to do those this week. They're great workouts, and what I really love about them is just kind of like the firefighter, law enforcement, any of the first responders. It's all just kind of grunt work. You know, it's putting in the work, it's putting in the effort, it's making yourself uncomfortable for extended periods of time. And that's what we're going to do this week. We're going to continue our strength work that we got going on, but we're just adding in some of the elements. And you're going to notice, because Rich and Angelo, I think, came up with these workouts up at Mayhem. And a lot of you know, like, I got a long history with Rich, and we still talk every now and then, but our programming styles have always been similar. He's been a lot more successful and a lot more upper body gymnastics focused than I've been in the past, which hence that's why it was a big weakness of mine, but a very huge strength for his. But that's what these workouts are. They're low skill and just work. And so that's what we're going to be doing this week. And I know it's really hard to see on this board, and I do apologize once again. I just got to find some better markers and maybe get some better lighting down here in my basement. Monday, we're going to keep the role reversal things going on. So we're starting off with the Everyday Hero workout, AMRAP 10 minutes. 5 hang power clean and jerks, 115-75, right into 10 barbell back squats, into 15 toes to bar. And that's going to be a 10-minute AMRAP. That right there, if you get 5 rounds, that would be really, really great score. And if some people might get in that 6, 7, 8 rounds, I don't know if anybody's going to be able to get those 10 rounds. I would like to see the video on those, especially holding 150 toes to bar in 10 minutes with all the other stuff. After that, we're going to rest 5 to 10 minutes, probably rest around that 10-minute mark. And then what we're going to do, hey, Chandler, don't run off. But Dutton, come here. Sorry about that. But the 10-minute, after we rest for 10 minutes, then we're going to continue our back squats. Now we're in that heavy sets. Those 4 reps, got it for 5 sets. We're adding 5 pounds to last week. You're going to be pre-fatigued. We're going to change this to every 3 minutes on the minute for 15 minutes. This right here, you might not feel like you can beat last week's goal. So if you can do last week's or close to last week's 4 sets of 5 or 5 sets of 4, that would be fantastic, especially pre-fatigued going into it. So just keep that in mind after we do these back squats following the AMRAP of 10 minutes. Then we have some accessory work to follow. Tuesday, we got a 20-minute AMRAP. You're doing a 20 16-calorie row, and then you're going to follow that up with 50 feet of farmer's carries. You got 2 dumbbells, 50 35s, and every round you're going to add another 50 feet to what you did before. I'm going to really think about how we're going to put out the lanes, so to speak. I know we could put one rower in and then just walk back and forth at 50 feet, or have them on the opposite side so you don't have people crossing over. And then again, I do know that we're going to have an excessive number of people in, so we might need more than the required. What am I trying to say? Might need more rowers than what's required. So we might have some people on a bike, might have some people on a ski erg. So if you don't mind that, if you don't want to sign up, it's okay. We'll put you on a ski erg, we'll put you on a bike, and we'll kind of make it work that way. Then we got some accessory work to follow up with that. 3 sets, med ball slam to lateral toss like we started last week. And then we have some dumbbell flies to compensate for all the farmer's carries we're going to do and the pulling on the rower. And then you got banded pull parts just to really focus in on getting those small stabilizing muscles in the back developed. Wednesday's going to be kind of a rest day, an active recovery day. We're going to go every 2 minutes on the minute for 48 minutes. So this is going to be a very long workout. But we're going to bike for 2 minutes at an aerobic pace, something that you should be able to have like whole sentences, kind of conversations with the person next to you. Then you'll get off and you're going to do a 60-second plank hold of your choice. You could do FLRs, you could do elbows, you can do them on rings, whatever you want to do for any kind of static hold for your core. Then you're going to do 2 minutes at aerobic pace on the ski erg. Once again, you should be able to have like a single sentence conversation. Hang on a second, buddy. Single sentence conversation with everybody next to you. And then you're going to do right and left side plank holds, or if you would like to do clamshells, maybe some Russian twists for 60 seconds. Something along that, but just trying to get those obliques developed a little bit more rotation work or anti-rotation work in that section 4. Then 5, you got 2 minutes of shuttle runs. Chandler's over here calling in bucks, rattling. You got 2 minutes of shuttle runs, 50 feet, 25 foot out and back, and we're just going to continue that for 2 minutes at a nice aerobic pace. Now, if you're pushing the pace right here, you can probably get 8 in that 1 minute, so 16 total, but we're probably looking like 12 to 14 total shuttle runs. And then you get to rest for 2 minutes. Minute 6, like I said, this is kind of like an active recovery day. If you missed any of these 2 days and you want to push it hard on these, you're more than welcome to. Thursday, we're going to start off with the push press. We're going to kind of get that overload principle into effect. We're going to work at a pretty high number. You got your 5 sets of 4 on push press. Now we're going to continue doing, and then we're going to do that every 2 minutes on the minute for 10 minutes. And then this one is probably going to be the toughest and most uncomfortable workout out of all of them. It's going to be the 21-15-9-9 thrusters and lateral burpees over the bar. So make sure on the lateral burpees over the bar, our chest touches the ground. We're not doing this motion here where our chest is up and our hands are down. You want your chest on the ground. Good push-up position, and then jumping over the bar as we go. Try to avoid the steps, but if you got to do it, you got to do it. Hey, we're just looking to get the work done. All right. Friday, you got 6 rounds for time. You got 8 dumbbell box step overs, 24, 20 inches, 50, 35 pounds with 2 dumbbells into 12 alternating dumbbell snatches at 50 and 35. And then you got 48 double unders to end on. We're going to do that 6 rounds for time. The time cap is 20 minutes, but I think we're going to have a considerable amount of folks finishing in that 10 to 14 minute range on this workout. Maybe a few even less. And then we got some accessory work to do following this. You got your alternating top-down dumbbell bench press, and then your pile-off presses. Saturday, we're going to get a little heavy and a little bit more endurance. We're going to do 150 wall balls for time, so a Karen. But partner 1 is going to start off on the bike. Partner 1 is going to do 10 and 7 calorie bike sprint plus 3 deadlifts at 275 or 205. Partner 2 is going to be doing max wall balls in the remaining time. So 10, 7 calories, you're looking at like 30 to 40 seconds. Plus the 3 deadlifts, you're looking maybe 40 to 60 seconds, so maybe a minute's worth of work. But then again, some of you are going to be really fast, maybe 20 seconds. So you might be doing 30-second rounds, switching off real fast. And the more I think about this, I might change that to 200 wall balls. We'll see when I get to test it out this week before Saturday. I might probably do it solo, but I'll find out. Anyways, that's this week's Everyday Hero workouts. It's only 4. If you're a first responder in the gym, you want to sign up, you have until, I think, the end of this week to sign up for that. It's $10, or I think you do $45 and you get a t-shirt and you get 3 months of programming for Mayhem on that. Or you just sign up for $10 as well. But y'all have a great week. Got any questions, concerns, hit me up. Always here to help out, and see your names on the leaderboard.